And looks like the stream is going. Hello everyone, I am TigerHawk23, and today we're going to look at a module in the Python standard library, and that module is winsound, which is Windows sound stuff. So, there are a few functions here. First, let's look at winsound.playSound. Let's actually look at what's in the module first. Okay. MB, I think that stuff is, what is that? Message beep stuff. These are types for the message beep function, and these are different kind of beeps that it can make. Message beep, this is the function that uses these things. Beep is another function that we'll look at. Play sound is a function, and these are flags that we can use for the various functions. So let's start with play sound. Now this plays audio data as a string, meaning a string of like bytes, basically. You can do that if you want. Or a file name, and the file name is a WAV file. I so happen to have one. And this should play in the thing. I need a flag. There are many flags you can use. SND file name means that the sound parameter is a WAV file. There's SND alias, which is a sound association name from the registry. I'm not doing that. Sound loop, to play it in a loop repeatedly. SND memory, that says that the sound parameter is a memory image of a WAV file as a string. We're not doing that. Sound purge, stop playing all instances of the specified sound. Sound async, which returns immediately, meaning that you can, instead of having this command and then the program waits until it's finished and then continues doing stuff, it starts playing the sound and then immediately continues on. So I will demonstrate that. Sound no default. If the specified sound cannot be found, do not play the system default sound. Sound no stop. Do not interrupt sounds currently playing. Sound no wait. Return immediately if the sound driver is busy. Not supported on modern Windows platforms. And those are all the sound flags. Let's start with sound file name. So I'm going to do this command, and it's going to play the file, and you will see that there is there's no prompt over here, so I can't type other things. They will show up afterward. So there we are. So that's sound file name, and I can use multiple flags, which can be a bitwise ORed combination of the constants below. Let's see what that is. This is that. It's a number. So this, I think is that OR, I think? And is ampersand OR? I think so. Different number. I don't know if it's correct. I'm not going to be using more than one flag. So Now I will show you sound async. Notice how I can immediately type stuff. And that will come in handy with another thing. First thing we're going to do is import time. And the play sound function, if the first argument, instead of a string of sound bytes or a string for a file name, if it's none, then it stops playing sound. So what does that mean? I'm going to do if 1. This means that I can write up a block and it will just execute at the end when I'm done, instead of doing everything as soon as I type it. Don't want that right now. I'm gonna do this with sound async. Then I'm gonna do time.sleep for 2 seconds. And then winsound.playSound with none. You ready? I think we went over time in another stream. Time.sleep stops the current thread for the specified time. See? So this allowed it to start playing the sound and then immediately move on to this time.sleep command, and then it waited here for 2 seconds, and then it stopped playing the sound. Yay. I think that's all I will do with play sound. It's not a very large module, but here's another thing it can do. This beeps the PC's speaker. On my machine, it doesn't actually do that. Computers in general, most cases, have a built-in speaker that can basically just do beeps, simple beeps. When you turn on a computer and then a couple seconds later it goes beep, that's the power on self-test that checks various things and then goes beep if everything is good, and if everything is not good, it makes some other sorts of sound which you don't want to hear, like there's a problem with the memory or that sort of thing. It's bad, and there's various beep codes for different motherboards. But anyway, that sound comes through the built-in speaker, which is not very fancy. But on my machine, winsound.beep comes through the sound card, so we can hear it. Duration, and this 440 is the frequency in hertz, and the second parameter is the duration in milliseconds. Let's do 300. That's what it does. We can have fun with this by varying the frequency and duration, and maybe setting up a loop. So I already wrote up a loop for frequency in this winsound.beep frequency 300, sure. Yay, and now we're making sort of music. That song is Minstrel Boy, by the way. It's from the 19th century, and yeah. There's more to it, but I didn't want to get more frequencies and figure that out. I could make a dictionary, like G3 196 C4 261, etc. and so forth. And then I could just get each note name from this dictionary and play the frequency value. If I wanted to do that, which I don't at the moment, but you totally can do this. Let's do some more, huh? D4, might as well. D4 and something, F4, E4, D4, E4, G4, and C5. Now let's fill those in. D4 is 293. F4 is 349. 329. There we go. F4, E4 is 329, G4 is 392, and C5 is 523. Oh, there's more. That's okay. Notes equals this dot split. Very good. For note in notes, winsound dot beep. Note. No, it's d dot. It's d note. Denoted by the note. For 300 and cool. Oh, there's people in chat. When did that happen? That happened a few minutes ago. Cool. Sun Network says hi. Hi. And Inari, who is a regular viewer, hello again. Says Tigerhawk T3 makes NES music. Trademark. It's sort of almost NES music. It's more like it's Atari-esque. Yeah. Because there's only, I think there might only be one channel. Yeah, because it's supposed to be the PC's speaker. So there's one channel. And can't really do a huge amount with it. But let's see. Equals D2. Oh, I see. Notes is what I need. Okay. Actually, no. N1 equals notes to 2. N2 equals notes starting from 2 and onward. Yes, Inari, PC speaker. I don't know why it's playing in the actual sound card, but it's doing that for some reason. I don't know, but it's fine because it's much easier to capture that on the stream. So if play for note in 1. Let's actually do winsound.play sound. No, it's beep. My bad. And 1 0. For 300, let's say winsound.beep. And 1, the second one. For how about 800? I don't know. Maybe 9. For note in N2, winsound.beep, note and 300. And now let's play. Oops. Oh yeah, I have to. These aren't actual things. D. This. Because I need that dictionary. The notes are actual note names, and I need the dictionary for the frequency. For note in N2, winsound.beep, D note for 300. Now let's try that again. That's a little better. I think that's fine. I could technically make a note class and create a whole bunch of note objects with frequencies and durations for each, and then just play every note. But I'm not going to, because I think you get the drift of this. So, message beep. I'll try message beep, I guess. Winsound dot message beep. Ding. That's what that does. So let's see what message beeps we have. How about winsound dot mb icon asterisk. That's what that is. System default icon exclamation. Why are they all the same? Is it not working? Aha, that's a different noise. Question. Nothing. Doesn't exist. Okay. And I think MBOK is the default again. Yeah. So only hand is different. That's what that is. Anything else that I want to do? Nope. I think that's it. So that's winsound, and I think that might actually be the last module in the standard library that I'm interested in streaming. I guess there are a few that I skipped, like, I mean, a few particularly interesting ones that I've heard of and should learn, like, where'd it go? Where'd they go? I'm looking for them in the list. I can just tell you. Async IO, which is for asynchronous input and output, event loops, coroutines, and tasks. That's good for internet stuff. If you want to make like a chat client, it's good to be able to be typing and not have it blocked by anything, and not rely on one person saying something and then the other person and the other person. There's threading, which is a thing. There's multiprocessing, which is probably important. Threading is thread-based parallelism, and multiprocessing is process-based parallelism. Python has what's called a global interpreter lock, so it can't actually do multiple things at a time, really, with threading, particularly. So if you want to make an actual parallelly executing thing, if you want to use multiple cores of your CPU, you have to use multiprocessing. And it is a gigantic module, and the very minimal examples that I've seen are very large, 20, 50, 100 lines, so it's not trivial. Getting a context object, starting a pool and a queue, all this stuff. Very large. I don't know if I want to do that. What else? Those are the big things. So anyway, I think that will be the stream for today. And thanks for joining me in chat, Sun Network and Inari. And tomorrow will be a game of some kind. Not sure which. Signs point to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Because. But not necessarily, not guaranteed. You never know. It's very exciting. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do day after tomorrow. No clue whatsoever, because I kind of went through all the modules I was gonna do. So yeah, thanks again, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.